on injury time. And this is the week that we were waiting for. Premier League is back, man, and football is
Yes!
back.
Finally,
Football is
man.
back. We are super excited, and now that it is back, we would like to discuss on some of the fixtures that we are looking forward to. And and oh, I feel like Rajesh is the most excited person here.
हाँ यार, वही तो.
उनका मैच वुल्स था ना, यूनाइटेड का मैच, खुश होंगे.
अरे हाँ भाई.
Monday night.
अपना मैच वुल्स के अगेंस्ट है, who everyone tagged as getting relegated. So I am happy.
You are happy, na? So we'll cover more important matches, and I'll start off actually. I'll start off with Chelsea versus Pool, and I'm obviously very, very excited. Liverpool is playing again. I'm excited just for that. And since we are playing Chelsea, which is going to be a probably difficult match, but I'll try to be as biased as possible.
Well done.
So,
We don't let you.
It's a match between two teams without a number 6. It feels like both of us are looking for number 6, and I don't know what is going to happen. But what I loved is that our preseason was fantastic. We are going gun blazing, and Chelsea, even though it's not in our home, I would have loved it if it was in Anfield, but it's not there. But still, we are going to be too much for Chelsea, I feel. And we're going to win, and we're going to score some fantastic goals.
I like the optimism that the Liverpool fan is showing here, but like it's a game at Stamford Bridge, and Stamford Bridge was a sad place last season. So this time, new manager, new optimism, and fresh players, and the freshness, the excitement, the breath of fresh air will will take over all the players. And Mauricio Pochettino, he's not new to the league. He's a tried and tested manager, so I think the boost and the freshness, the excitement will get over, and Chelsea will win this because it's at their home, and they make it a special place. Opening weekend at Stamford Bridge is really a special place to watch play football games, and I like the optimism. I know Abhay is relying on Klopp's magic, but I don't think Jadoo chalne wala
Magic
hai.
point.
I do agree with Manish on this thing.
Heavy metal melt हो जाएगा.
Dude, heavy metal को इस बार अच्छे से लोहा लगा है पिछली बार. It's red hot and it's ready.
Red hot घुसाएंगे अंदर.
इधर घुसेगा. See, I do agree.
Language, boys, language.
Chelsea is going to have that that burst of new energy, new coach obviously, and Stamford Bridge is going to be ready for us. So I do believe that Chelsea is going to play really well, and instead of losing 4-0, they're going to lose 3-0. So yes.
Okay.
I believe it will be a goal fest, man. It will be a goal fest.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do feel that. Yeah, true.
I would like to pick on a match. I do like the fixtures that is at play. Newcastle versus Aston Villa.
Yeah,
it's at St James Park, right? And the St James, after the Saudi takeover, St James Park is buzzing.
Yeah, with money.
It's
ching ching ching.
And I suppose it might not be such a good evening, or will it be?
Oh,
It could be a good evening.
बहुत hard.
It's two people with very different ideologies playing against each other, and I think Howe has his pieces. Also, Aston Villa has done some really good business in the market. You talk about Tielemans, Pau Torres, you talk about Diaby. That's really strong, right? That's really strong. And I call Unai Emery the XG cheat, as in what he does is only what Simeone can do, which is keep taking shots on the goal again and again and again, and then hit on the counter. And for some reason, Emery's strikers always have great goal tallies. So at the end of the day, there are goals in the match. But then I look at Eddie Howe's system, and I look at Isak finally in form. I look at Callum Wilson, and I'm like, yeah, that's a strong front two at least. And the midfield is so good. Bruno Guimaraes, you talk about him. The more you talk, you realize they have got everything. Joelinton,
Sandro Tonali,
Bruno Guimaraes.
Exactly, they've got Tonali. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be.
I personally feel it is going to be the best match this weekend.
I true. From a proper tactical battle.
Battle.
Yeah.
It's like unstoppable force is meeting an unmovable
Yes.
object.
Yeah,
Kind
It's
of.
going to be a proper
Wherein,
match.
Bye, Dark
wherein,
Knight.
like Eddie Howe is going to keep attacking and Emery is going to keep taking the shots. But when Emery hits back, it's going to be like a counter punch and it's going to be really strong.
Yep.
Right.
I believe
dude,
it will be a Dark Knight in St. James Park.
you know, you
Or good
mentioned
evening.
Simeone, man. You mentioned Simeone. I hate that guy, by the way. But yeah, now that we have covered a little
Hey
bit
man,
on top of the table, you know.
Liverpool
fans-
people only hate. They use the word hate.
My Rajesh, Liverpool fans know one way of playing football, and that is correct.
Yes. Actually,
I do agree
that
with
comes
that.
from their manager. That comes from their manager. And
Right.
okay, Amit, I'm sure
Yeah,
you're
I
dying
do-
for
Man, I am so pumped for the first match of fans and first match for past 3 years where we are going to play attacking football. Okay, we have been so fed up of sitting on our sofas and not rising up on a football match, getting bored, scrolling our phone and whatnot. Right? Finally, we believe it will be an interesting match.
Yeah.
It will be a complete chaos, is what I believe. This is the as we say, right? The Villa and Castle would be a tactical battle. This would be chaos.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I actually feel Spurs. If Ivan Tony had been playing, then I would have actually favored Brentford to win the game. Solely for the reason that Spurs are new, first game for Ange in the Premier League. He's going to have to adapt to the team's tactics a little bit before
But
he
give it
actually
a-
becomes successful. But Ivan Toney is a vital cog in Brentford's whole game plan. He
Correct.
holds the ball well. He brings about the wingers into play. So
And
he'll be a big miss actually.
even
He'll
they
be a big
gone,
miss.
they don't have Raya as well, which was a very
Yeah, Raya,
impactful player for them last season, right?
but they've replaced a very good goalkeeper in. But I feel the main problem is going to come because of
Toney.
the ban on Ivan Toney. Yeah.
Yeah,
Abhay
I-
Maheshwari, you were
No,
saying something.
I was just going to say that you were saying that Tottenham, they're new and all, but usually new teams have this new manager bounce, right? Which kind of helps them sail. But when I look at it, I do expect a goal fest.
No,
Right?
actually, new
me too.
new
It could
manager
be like a
bounce is
basketball game.
I feel new manager
agree.
new
Completely
manager
agree.
bounce is something when a new manager comes in between and the opposition doesn't have enough time to figure him out. I feel with the kind of preseason, Thomas Frank could have studied Spurs and he would have gotten ample time to study him.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel
True.
he'll be prepared. He'll be
But
prepared.
yeah,
Don't worry
it
about
will
that.
be a complete goal fest. I also agree.
Yeah.
There, it won't end with a more goal difference. Like it would be a 1 or 2 goal. I'm not saying it will be less goals. 8-4-3, that kind of a scoreline we can
Yeah.
predict for this match. But yeah, we have to see. And the
Okay.
only bad thing is that I don't believe Mickey will be ready for that match. So we have to play Ben Davies.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice, man. We covered like three nice pictures, and we are all excited for it. I hope you guys are also excited for it. So yeah, let's see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hope to meet you after the game.